Hello everybody, it is Prodigy Queen again, and in this Prodigy video, two level 100 Shivertusks are going to be battling against each other. Who will win? Now, before we begin this Prodigy video, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these awesome Prodigy videos. Alright, so I'm going to put a Shivertusk on my team, which is at level 100. If you don't know how to get one of these pets, watch my video on how to catch a Shivertusk. It's in the description below. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you what the Shivertusk pet looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to my team and show you. Okay, so I've just opened the page on my pet team about the Shivertusk, and so it's at level 100, and I was saying in the beginning of the video, because the other Shivertusk is also at level 100, and I'm going to tell you why, because all the crystal caverns, crystal monsters, and all the things are at level 100, and that is the best thing ever. Or, no, they're not always at level 100, they're at the level that you are at. So, I'm going to actually say that in between the battles, so that you will probably think that, be very, very curious and try this out for yourself and say they're both at your level. I'm going to say level 100 since I'm at level 100. So if you get confused and you're going to get like really like, scared, and you're going to be like, how in the world am I going to defeat this thing if you like ever encounter a Shivertusk where the place where I showed you and you start battling it and it kills you in one shot? No. It's not always at level 100. It's at the level that you are at. Like let's say you're at level 44. That Shivertusk is going to be at level 44 too. Or let's say you are at level 25 and you're battling a crystal monster. The crystal monster is also going to be at level 25. See what I mean? So Prodigy did the good part about making like the crystal caverns a place where all the pets are at your level. So it's going to be an even fight. I'm so excited to get this video started. Yay! Yeah, they both have 12,295 health. And Shivertusk is always ice element. And its spells are Snowing Ball, and you have to be at like level something to like obtain the spell. Well, obviously Snowing Ball actually comes in the very beginning, like at the very end, if you get what I mean. Like if you got a Shivertusk, which would not be possible except for hacking, and I don't sponsor hacking. If you hacked and you like got a Shivertusk at level 1, then it would have the spell called like Icicle Shard, and then that would I think go into like Chill Out, and then that would go into other spells, and I'm not really sure about those. And there's Spearsicle Crutch or Spherical Crush. And that can attack 3 players, or a wizard and 2 players, or if there's a 3 triad of pets. And Forest Hurricane only does damage to 1, and Overgrowth is the same as Spearsicle Crutch, except both of these are plant element. So I'm going to go ahead and start up the battle so we can get going. Yay! I'm so excited! Woo! Alright guys, so I've just brought up my Shivertusk, and they're both at level 100, so that's the best part. So I also actually said that in the beginning of the video, and so that's because usually pets are at level are at like a level less than 100, and besides the crystal caverns, and they're like at level 88 or 87 and all those things. But these like Shivertusk and crystal monster and things, they're always at level 100. So let's see who will win the battle, my level 100 Shivertusk or this Shivertusk, the monster type. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and use Forest Hurricane. It might do a little bit more damage. And let's solve this question. I can't wait! Squeak! So we're using Forest Hurricane now, and we did 2,926 damage. How much does he do with his Snowing Ball attack? So he does 1,756. So it looks like we're going to win so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use Spherical Crush. If I use an epic attack, that's going to be cheating, because I'm not supposed to bring up any other pet or use any other pet's attacks. So let's go ahead and use Spherical Crush. He does 2,361 damage. Not bad, actually. We actually kind of like made it almost up to half of his health or something. So we still have more health than him, so that's the best part. So now I'm going to go ahead and use Snowing Ball, and I'm gonna go ahead and solve this question. Boom, 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 boom. So we're using Snowling Ball now. So we actually did a good amount of damage. I'd say 2,000 something damage. So he actually Wait a minute. How did he almost kill my wizard? Oh, yeah, I forgot to heal my wizard. Since this Shivertusk can be only caught in the crystal caverns now. One of my subscribers and commenters was asking how do you catch the Shivertusk, and actually made a video about it. So be sure to check that video out. I said that in the beginning too. And so now let's go ahead and use Snowling Well. It looks like we're winning because the pet on your side of the team looks like it always wins. So I'm going to go ahead and solve this question, and I'll be right back from solving it. So alright guys, so I'm done solving that question. So now let's just go ahead and use Snowling Ball. And what? 5,267 damage! Guys, can you believe that? Shivertusk does 5,000 damage! I'm so excited! Hey, everybody, wherever you are, give a big hip hip hooray. In the last video I actually said if you're at school, but everybody knows that it's summer break at this time. So even if you're at night watching this video, just give a silent whisper at least. Say hip hip hooray! Your Shivertusk always wins no matter what, and that's the most coolest thing ever. Alright guys, so that was Shivertusk versus Shivertusk. They're both at level 100 at the same level, and mine's just won. We were so curious about who would win. I actually thought it might be like we both defeat each other at the same time. But Shivertusk does 5,000 damage. That's the best day ever. Okay, so now I'm back at my house because we're done with the battle, and I would like to add one more thing before this video is over, and that's the history of the Shivertusks. So it says stay tuned to listen to the awesome history. Long ago in Prodigy, the history is that it could actually be found. And you might be wondering, whoa, if it could be found, how come I could get it? It's because in some accounts it used to show. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the following places in where you could before find the Shivertusk, but you had to be a member to catch it. But now you don't have to be a member. And also, you have to actually be a member to have more than, I'm not sure, more than 5 or 8 pets or something. And if you're not a member, you cannot catch any pets. So when you're catching the Shivertusk, if you watch my video on how to catch one, as I said in the description below, and you're not a member and you have more than 8 or more than 7 or more than 5 pets or something like that, you won't be able to rescue. You're like, oh no, I just wasted my Shivertusk. Well, luckily the best solution is when you realize you cannot rescue it, go ahead and refresh the page so you can release one of your pets and then go ahead and battle the Shivertusk. It won't budge anywhere though, so that's the best part. Alright, so let's continue on to the history. In Firefly Forest, that's one of the places that where you could find it. You had to go up this path over here. And then what you had to do is there would be a Shivertusk right over here with the member sign above it. If you clicked on it and you were a member, it would come towards you. But if you weren't a member, it would say become a member to catch exclusive pets. And another place is Shiverchill Mountains. We're in the before Prodigy, as I was saying. If you go up this path over here, and over here, oh, Nathan the mechanic is standing in the way. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Okay, so since someone's standing in the way, okay, he's gone. So there used to be a Shivertusk right over here in this path. So if you stand over it, it kind of looks like this whole path is connected, except that I'm standing over it, so it does not look like it was broken. A Shivertusk stands right over here before in Prodigy, and what you could do is you could just go over to it and you could just go ahead and you could just catch it, or if you weren't a member, you would do the same. And another most popular place where you could find it is in Skywatch. You go to Skywatch in the upper Beanovator, at the upper Beanovator, and you want to go inside this leaf-shaped upper Beanovator. I think it's called the lower Beanovator. I'm not sure. Let's see. So it would be no, not in this area. Sorry. I must have been going wacko. All that sugar I've ate must have gotten into my mind, because I've been doing some battles very recently, and I've been eating a bunch of that cake item in Prodigy. So my Andrea must be going wonky. Alright. So the real thing you want to do is you want to go in this direction, which is towards the left, with this rain cloud sign near it. Okay, so you want to go into the bridge, and there will be a Shivertusk standing in the place of this Squawks over here. But sadly, Prodigy removed it from all these places. But happily, Prodigy put it back in the game, in the Crystal Caverns. I'm so happy. And I think in Shipwreck Shore, I don't think it was in Shipwreck Shore though. It could be in Bonfire Spire, I have not checked. Yeah, I think it's in Bonfire Spire, where you go towards the right, and there should be a Shivertusk in one of these areas, and then you could just catch it like that. So it used to appear in all these awesome places. Prodigy removed it from the game. Everybody was like chattering about it and really wanted it, and then finally, happily, Prodigy put the pet back in the game, so everybody can now have it. Basically, I've been like battling in the arena a lot, and then almost all the challenges have a Shivertusk, and I'm like super happy that Prodigy released it back. It could be available to everyone, and the people who had got it in the before days and the people who did not get it in the before days, let's say a person just began Prodigy a few months ago, like 1 or 2 months ago, and the Prodigy actually, I think, was like in 2019. They actually put the Shivertusk in the game in the Firefly Forest and all those other places, and the person was like, oh, I can't catch it, and then they would finally get a chance to get the pet now when the Prodigy released the Crystal Caverns. And the Crystal Caverns, I knew something was missing. I knew Prodigy just had to add one more pet, and that was the Shivertusk. I was expecting the Shivertusk to actually appear in the ice tower, but Prodigy didn't open the ice tower, and I was like, oh, I lost hope. And then finally the Shivertusk appeared, and you can rescue as many of them as you want, but there's a cost. A Shivertusk is a very rare pet in the before days, and it's gonna remain rare because you have to go through the Grumpy Eddy and the Winston Van Loo or the Glacius and the Makalu, and then finally you can get the Shivertusk. You're gonna have to do that as many times as you want. Like if you want 5 Shivertusks, you're gonna have to do the quests like 5 times. But if you like lose hope and you're like, I'm never like a Shivertusk always appears in the area where you get it. It always, no matter how many times you restart the quest, it always appears. So if you're like over there, and then all of a sudden you see that there's no Shivertusk in the crate, which actually won't happen, and you see no Shivertusk, and you're like, oh no, that's not totally worth the effort, and that won't happen because all this hard work, it's the Shivertusk result is totally worth it. That's my main point. Oh, one last thing in the history of the Shivertusk. It's an ice element pet, and if it's a very rare and mystical pet, it should actually get to have some new spells. That's what I was wondering, if you I'm gonna try to ask Prodigy if they could like make the Shivertusk have some new spells. That would be pretty great, because then the Shivertusk will be the top of the ice pets. And it'll enjoy its time, enjoying its like sharpening its tusks on glaciers, because in the description it says that, and then if you go back to the very beginning of the video, I actually said that I actually like opened up the page of the Shivertusk, and I showed you that it's an ice element pet, and so if it's an ice element pet, it also has like these tusks over here, and if you read the description about it, which I did in my how to catch a Shivertusk video, you can check out the description, or if you have a Shivertusk yourself, you can read the description, which Shivertusk can like sharpen the tusks on nearby glaciers. So if you catch a Shivertusk, then it can lead you to a glacier, which is, this is all just made up. I'm just telling you a made up history about the Shivertusk, a rumor that has been going around, which I made up. So you can actually see a real glacier, which no wizard or no pet had, or no monster, or the puppet master or Pippin had never been to. It would be so awesome. But sadly, all Shivertusks were endangered because the evil, cruel Prodigy Education, which they actually just changed their name today, which is the best thing ever. Oh, and Prodigy actually is in Canada, and if you were in Canada too, it would Prodigy is turning 9. Woo! Prodigy is turning 9. Happy birthday to you. Mashed potatoes and stew. Wait, whoa. Oh, I said mashed potatoes and stew because Luma looks really hungry. Don't you see? She's opening and closing her mouth. Ooh, I better go feed her. Alright guys, so that was level 100 Shivertusk versus level 100 Shivertusk and a few add-on of the history. So I'm going to go ahead and feed Luma too. I'll do that in the meantime before I see you in the next Prodigy video. Bye! I can't wait to see you next time. I'm so excited. Yay! Keep dancing.